Dad! Mom! My dream is to become a businessman in the city! I see. Do your best, Ken.
Even if we're far apart, we will always support you.
To my farming parents, I shared such a dream after graduating from college and set off for the city. At 22 years old, it was the first step towards my dream. And now, as a successful businessman, I had worked desperately for 16 years and turned 38. I didn't have a remarkable career, and was just an average businessman in the company. Still, I found satisfaction in my work and did my best each day. But today, I, Ken Fujinami, was laid off. I never expected things to turn out like this. A layoff due to a company acquisition. It's a common story, but I never thought it would happen to me. After finishing my last day of work, I leave the company as usual. Strangely, my head is filled with anxieties about the future rather than lingering attachment to the company. Job hunting, huh?
It's impossible for a middle-aged regular employee like you!
An annoying voice answers my mutterings without permission. Goro Nishikawa, my junior colleague. Even though he was also laid off, he acts all high and mighty. What about you then? What are you going to do? Do you have any plans?
No need to worry. I'm still in my late 20s, you know? I'm younger than you, the middle-aged guy.
Nishikawa boasts with a smug look, saying only the obvious. It's something even an elementary schooler would understand.
Job hunting is a piece of cake, unlike you, senpai.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Take care then. Without any attachment to the company, let alone to this guy, I leave without looking back.
Go and wander the streets, senpai. A regular employee.
You were also just a regular employee, weren't you? Ignoring the words thrown at my back, I keep walking without turning around. At 38, just a regular employee without a special title. Still, I work diligently. It's not something to be ashamed of. What should I do from tomorrow, though? That night, I was crushed on my futon. Am I really gonna start job hunting? Me? At 38? Ah, it feels like reality is hitting me hard because of the alcohol. I bought some drinks at the convenience store and drank alone, feeling lonely. As the alcohol takes effect, unconsciously, I start expressing the suppressed complaints. I can't go back to my parents' house now. For 16 years, without visiting them properly, I haven't repaid anything to my aging parents. I've sent them some money occasionally, but I don't think that's enough. What should I do? Just as I was about to give up and wait for my miserable fate alone. Who is it? Huh? I pretended not to notice my trembling hands and answered the phone. Oh, you picked up! Ken, how are you doing? Dad, what's up with the phone call? Well, I was also curious about you, but Mom has been talking about you a lot. Mom? Yeah, Ken, even though she's getting old. I'll hand the phone over to her, said Dad's voice, which sounded hoarser compared to the last time I heard it.
Ken, have you been well? I'm sorry it's been a while. I've always tried not to interfere with your busy life.
I'm fine, Mom. Sorry for not calling you either.
They say no news is good news, so it's okay. But I'm glad we talked today.
Huh? I couldn't hide my fake cheerfulness from Mom, and my words got stuck in my throat.
Ken, you can come back anytime, you know? Your home will always be here for you, okay?
Thank you, Mom. I'll go back soon. The mysterious power of a mother's intuition is something that even the greatest scholars can never unravel. I blamed the uncontrollable tears on the alcohol and fell asleep that day. Having completed the procedures for moving, I, who became a coveted corporate employee. I'm riding the local train, Lovekoi Seaside Railway, heading back to my hometown after several years. It's been a while since I've seen this view. As a successful businessman I had become, I worked tirelessly every day, even forgetting about the scenery. The air smells good. I realized that I had become accustomed to the suffocating feeling in the city and took a deep breath. Then, an announcement informing about the local town was heard inside the train. Thank you for riding with us. Wait, could it be Ken Nissan? Oh, long time no see, Koki. Yeah, really? You finally came back. Koki, who is like a younger brother to me, working as a station attendant, talked to me. Let's go out for a drink again. How long will you be staying? I talked to Koki for a while and promised to go out for a drink, then headed to my parents' house. I could see my parents standing in front of the house as I saw my childhood home. They were waiting for me. Were they always that small? Feeling choked up by my aging parents, regrets of not coming back all this time overwhelmed me. Hey, Ken! You made it back! Hey, I'm home. My father called my name in his usual loud voice, and I hurriedly made my way to them.
Oh, it must have been a long journey.
I'm sorry for not coming back at all, Mom.
It's fine. I'm glad to see you looking healthy.
While relieved by my parents' smiles, I noticed a woman buried in the garden behind them. Wait, Dad, Mom, what have you been doing while I was gone?
Welcome back, Ken-kun. It's been a while.
She's Nanako Nishijo, an old acquaintance. She was supposed to have moved to the city like me, but she's been working at her inn. Asking why she was buried seems to be a taboo in this town. Why? So creepy. I'm sorry, Mom, Dad, for causing you trouble at this age. And Nanako-chan too. Sorry.
What are you saying, Ken? Don't worry about it. That's right, don't worry. Let's work together. Besides, this is your family home. You're very welcome.
After I left for the city, my parents started this inn. It seems they had it renovated by a local carpenter. The ancestral home remained mostly unchanged, preserving its appearance from the past.
This room is where the guests stay.
I see, you're using this room. Let me see.
There!
Before Nanako could stop me, I opened the sliding door with a familiar touch. Huh? Hey, Nanako-chan. There's a ghost.
Ghost?
Is it my mistake? I put my hand on the sliding door again. I lose my footing and fell flat on my butt.
Oh, that's funny.
Nanako-chan, don't laugh so much.
But you said it was a ghost. So funny.
Instead of a ghost, she turned out to be a guest staying at the inn, Alice Higashikawa. She's apparently been staying here for a long time, claiming to be a writer. She's a strange one. I'm sorry for suddenly opening the door, Alice-san.
A 38-year-old fired man encounters a ghost pee in his pants.
I did not! Please don't say it like the title of a story.
If you write up that story, let me read it.
Nanako-chan, stop it!
By the way, I also live in a different room here.
And so, my new peaceful life began.
Ugh, it's heavy.
Oh, Nanako-chan, let me do it.
Thank you, Ken-kun. I appreciate it.
Oh, Dad, you must have back pain too, right? Don't overdo it. Oh, sorry, Ken. Let me take a break for a bit. Even though I'm a complete beginner in farming, I willingly help with the physical labor. I whip my 38-year-old body and push forward.
Ken-kun, welcome back.
When I look up at the voice, I see Sarina-chan, our neighbor. Oh, Sarina-chan! Long time no see! You look well!
Yes, thanks to everyone, I regained my energy in the countryside. Oh, by the way, Tsuyoshi-kun said he would help you with farming anytime, so feel free to ask.
Thank you! I'll come by to say hello again!
Sarina-chan, she said she came back here because she was tired of the city. Same as you.
Huh? Oh, me. It's not I was tired. I got fired.
Well, even so, everyone loves it here and they come back here to regain their energy. That goes for me too, so I'm sure Ken-kun will be fine too.
Nanako-chan. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. She lives in a room in my parents' house while working, and seeing her happy profile makes me feel joyful. That night, my parents, Nanako-chan, and Alice-san sat around the dining table. Eat up, Ken! Thanks for helping! I appreciate it! Dad hands me a glass of sake, and we toast. Come to think of it, it's the first time I toast with my dad. Dad, aren't you tired too? Is your back okay? Don't drink too much. Mom will surely forgive me for having my first drink with my son. Well, I can't stop you, says my mother with a smile. Seeing those two, I realize I have something important to tell them and put down my chopsticks. Father, Mother, I'm sorry for being a bad son all this time. I had noticed that day when I said I would leave this town, both of you smiled in a lonely manner. But back then, I could only see my own dream, and even after it came true, I didn't come back here. I'm really sorry. From now on, I want to repay you. As I bowed, Mom patted my head.
What are you talking about? Both Mom and Dad are proud of you. You went to the city, went through rough waves, and still worked hard on your own. Well, you did your best. From now on, just relax and keep smiling. That alone is a great way to repay us.
I, who was saved by my mother's intuition, was once again saved by her words. I owe them so much that I can never fully repay them. I vow firmly in my heart to do my best.
I really think that it's great that Ken-kun came back. Thanks to you, my writing is progressing too. Want to read it? Laid off at 38, but still incredibly happy.
Huh? I'm the protagonist again? And so, the warm and gentle night grew late. Well, it's been a month since I came back to this town. Well then, I'll go for a walk outside.
The 38-year-old laid-off man has no friends to play with.
I'm just going for a walk on my own will. Don't assume I don't have friends.
Oh, is that so?
Teasing each other like this became a part of our daily life. It's cold. Alright, everything seems normal. Whoa, the stars are beautiful. I remember when I was a child, I used to lie down here often and watch the stars. So, I did the same. How long has it been since I leisurely gazed at the stars like this? Just as I was about to slowly close my eyes.
Ken-kun, I found you!
Whoa! Nanako-chan? With the starry sky as a background, Nanako looks down at me.
Is it okay if I come next to you?
Huh? Yeah, please do. I started to get nervous. I tried to act calm so that she wouldn't notice.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, thanks to you and everyone.
I see. I'm glad. You know, your parents also helped me, so I want to repay them too.
Me too, I say. I still don't know what happened to Nanako.
Then, let's get married?
What do you mean, then? We laugh, saying that. Nanako-san's profile while gazing at the starry sky is very beautiful.
Super happy even after getting laid off at 38 thanks to two beautiful women!
Oh, Ali-san? Since when were you here? And what's with that story?
It's your story.
No, it can't be.
Alice's stories are the best, you know.
The three of us laughed together again. We believed that such peaceful days would continue.
I finally found you, Nanako.
About a year had passed, and suddenly the day arrived.
Huh? Why?
You? It can't be. Rikawa? Why are you here?
Fujinami-san? Why are you here in a place like this? With Nanako? She's supposed to be mine.
Rikawa says something outrageous. He looked very different from before. Rikawa, do you know Nanako? Why did you come here?
Oh, come on, Fujinami-san. Move aside. I came to talk to Nanako, not you.
But Nanako is scared, isn't she? Don't come any closer than that.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! She's mine. Don't you dare call her name so casually.
I became wary of Rikawa, who seems like he's about to pounce, and stand protectively in front of Nanako.
Nanako, come with me. I need you.
What the heck are you? You've been stalking me all along, and suddenly pretending to be my BF? Finally managed to escape. I can't believe you would chase me this far.
I had heard something happen to her in the city, but I didn't know that Rikawa had been stalking her. I feel Nanako trembling and clinging to my back, and anger towards Rikawa wells up within me.
What are you saying, Nanako? You never change. You've always been so tsundere.
Rikawa, don't come any closer! At the moment I shout, my dad comes running from inside the house. You! Just who the heck are you?
What? Who the heck is this old man?
Dad! He should have been resting due to back injury, but... Don't you dare scare my precious daughter! As Dad corners Rikawa, a police officer arrives. Mom and Alice are with him.
Nanako-chan, Ken! Is everyone alright?
So you're Goro Rikawa. We'll take you to the station.
What? Police? Why me?
It seems Mom noticed the commotion and immediately called the police. Rikawa is taken away by the police. Hey, Dad! What the heck are you doing? You shouldn't push yourself so hard. I run to Dad, who is sitting on the ground. Ouch! I'm sorry. I just had to help Nanako-chan no matter what.
I'm sorry. It's because of me.
Nanako-chan did nothing wrong. It must have been scary. He cares more about Nanako's mental state than his own body. Large tears welled up in Nanako's eyes. I asked Nanako something I had never asked her before, and she slowly told me the story.
20 years ago, my family home caught fire. It burned down while I was at school. And my parents passed away.
I know about that tragic fire. It happened when I was still in this town.
I couldn't bear being in this town without my parents. So as soon as the funeral was over, I left the town. I went to the city and lived there to distract myself from the loneliness. But one day, that man suddenly started stalking me. I'm not sure how it started. I was terrified, so I ran away again. I was thinking of where to escape, and my feet naturally brought me to this town, even though I no longer have a home to return to. It was your parents who spoke to me when I was standing dumbfounded where my house used to be.
Could it be Nanako-chan?
Huh? You're Ken-kun's. Oh my, you came back. Welcome back, Nanako-chan. They said welcome back to me. And I burst into tears. They gave me another home to return to. I've always wanted to repay them. And I started feeling better, thanks to the people and nature here. So, thank you, everyone. Really, thank you. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Nanako-chan, you must have been scared, but you're safe now.
Nanako raises her voice and cries as she's embraced by my mom. What can I do for her? I wonder. Nanako-chan, I'm a hopeless guy who finally realized the importance of repaying my parents their favor. But I'll be here with you from now on too. So, don't cry anymore. Let's help each other and live together. This town is our only hometown.
Ken-kun, thank you so much. I'm here too. Thank you, Alice-chan. Please stay with me from now on too.
Nanako-chan, your father was my dear childhood friend.
Huh?
When he passed away in the fire, I was devastated. But your sorrow must have been beyond measure compared to mine. The cherished daughter of my best friend is like my own daughter. You don't have to hold back anymore. You can live here forever, okay? That's how Nanako and I realized for the first time why he cared so much about her. Come on, Dad. Let's go home. That's right. But I can't move right away. Sorry. So, go ahead. You fool. I'm not leaving you behind. Never again. I won't leave you. Ken, are you still feeling sorry about leaving this town? It's not like that. Oh, come on. Get on my back. I urged him to ride on my back. He grabbed my back with a look of apology. Dad! Dad! Carry me on your back! You really love piggyback rides, huh? Because when I ride on your back, it's really high. It's fun and warm too. Is that so? Is that so? Alright, come here, Ken. Let's go for a walk. Fond memories of my childhood. I wonder if Dad is remembering them now. I lift Dad on my back and start walking slowly. Oh, I'm sorry. I never thought the day would come when little Ken would carry me. You carried me a lot, didn't you? It's nostalgic, but it feels like it happened just yesterday. Dad, who seemed so big that I thought I could never catch up to him, is surprisingly light, and my heart ached. I wonder how many more memories I can build up with him. I thought so, as I looked up at the sky. According to what I heard afterwards, Goro Rikawa had a serious stalking tendency, and there were many other victims. After being laid off, he couldn't find a new job, and his obsession with women escalated. Numerous acts of harassment against women, including trespassing and other crimes, came to light one after another. It seems he can't avoid imprisonment. With him no longer free, Nanako was finally able to feel relieved from the bottom of her heart. We were able to regain our peaceful days once again. Another year has passed, and I have turned 40. My parents retired from farming and are enjoying their retirement at home. And I officially took over the farm. With the help of Tsuyoshi-kun and other farmers in town, I have somehow gotten the hang of farming. And today, as usual, I was tending to vegetables in the field, but...
Ken, shall we take a short break?
Thanks, Nanako. Let's do that. Nanako smiles at me and offers me tea. Her kindness heals me every day. Honestly, if Nanako weren't here, I don't think I could have made it this far. Ha ha ha! I wonder when the two of you will get married, Mom!
Well, well.
Hey, Mom, Dad, what are you saying?
Hey, when should we do it?
Even you are joking around. After that incident, Nanako has become so much more forward. I wish she would go a little easier on me. It makes my heart race too much. So, why not just marry her? Well,
The 38-year-old hero's new life with 2 wives.
whoa! Hey, Alice-chan! Don't get too close to me!
That's a nice idea. It might be fun, so I don't mind.
Nanako-chan! Alice-chan has also been like this, and I'm bewildered every day. Seeing us like that, my parents smile happily. Nanako and Alice also smile so happily for me. That's why I think it might be fine to stay like this for now. This town, where I once left for my dream, will always be my hometown, warmly welcoming me. Mom, Dad, I want to repay all the favors to this town over my lifetime. If I do that, I believe that a happy future awaits all of us.